Ooh, hey y'all. Hey y'all. I don't know if anybody's gonna come in and watch this, but I decided to whew, be here and give it a go. Yeah, so hey, what's going on to everybody in the bushes? I don't know. I don't even know if there's anybody in the bushes. Okay. Okay, this is mm, 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 mm. All right. Today is a day. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Today is Sunday. Today is Sunday, so look at y'all. I'm looking at that laundry bin over there. Ooh, looking at this laundry bin over here, and I am horrified by it because I did all my laundry. Um, I did all my laundry this week, and so all I have to do now is just fold clothes. And when I tell you I'm not in the mood to fold no damn clothes, whew, I'm just not. I'm not in the mood to fold no clothes. Um, I'm never in the mood to fold clothes. Clothes make my arms hurt. That's one thing I hate about it. And then I hate folding clothes and then having to put them away. I do. I hate putting away clothes. I hate putting away clothes. Yes. I'm having me some Coke Zero. Um, y'all welcome. Welcome to Late Night and Early Mornings. This is something new I'm trying. I'm always trying something new. So tonight is Late Night, Early Mornings. If you watched my video earlier, you saw that I put my Sunday dinner on to cook. I can actually smell it now. It smells so good. Um, Hold on for 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. Ooh, child. Oh, Yes, 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 yes. Ooh, yes, ma'am. Ooh, child. Oh, oh my God. Thank you, thank you. I'm back, I'm back. So, I got me some Coke Zero, and I also took one of the spring rolls from earlier. Hey, good morning, good morning. I can't see you right now. Oh, this is Bougie. Hey, how you doing, Bougie? Good morning. Hold on. I got to y'all don't understand. I am not I'm more fixated on y'all comments. I'm just bougie. I've always been a night owl. I'm very narcissistic. Well, not narcissistic. I'm very nocturnal. Did I open this? No, I didn't. I didn't open it. I'm very nocturnal. Very nocturnal. So I'm always up at night. I'm always up, like, or I'm either up at night or I I'm up early in the morning. Oh my God! I hope this is open. No. Ooh, and I want this. I want some of this so bad. Oh, I got it. I got it, bougie. Ooh, child, I was going to get upset. I am a very nocturnal person. I'm either up late at night or I wake up early in the morning. I'm an early riser. Joseph is the one that sleeps in. And I hope y'all don't mind. Y'all got listen, let me tell y'all something. And this is something that embarrasses me so much. It's not that it embarrasses me. I don't feel comfortable with it. As you can see, I don't have my dentures in or anything. This is just me. I wanted to give y'all me raw as uncut as I possibly could. I even want to take my glasses off, but I can't see without my glasses, so I can't see y'all comments without my glasses. Is the camera over here? Yeah, the camera's over here. Good. Oh, okay, bougie. Oh, you a nurse? Okay, that's cute. Thank you. Do you like this robe? One of y'all bought this for me. Yes, child. One of y'all bought this for me, and Joseph. Joseph has one just like it. He's very jealous of this one because he said he likes this one because it's two tone. It's red and black, and he's very jealous of this one. So it's two tone. So I have something that Joseph don't have. Yeah. So I wanted to give y'all me raw and uncut without my dentures, without all the bells and whistles. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. I'm an extra bitch. But behind the extra bitch, honey, is a plain and simple bitch. And that's me, honey. When I'm home, like Joseph, he don't like for me to wear my dentures in the house because he says he likes the way I look without my dentures. He said I look like I have a baby face. whatever that means. Whatever that means. So, I don't have my dentures in. And besides, I never eat with my dentures in. Like, I never eat food with my dentures in. It's just uncomfortable for me. Um, uh, Food does not taste good without them. I mean, food does not taste good with them in. That's one of, I know y'all be, like, we get a lot of messages from people like, Chanel and Joseph, why y'all don't ever do no good, but why y'all don't ever do no mukbangs, you know? And that is one of the reasons, one of the biggest reasons we don't do mukbangs is because of me. Um, I don't like to eat with my dentures in because I can't taste food. Food does not taste good with my dentures in, and it's just very, very uncomfortable, guys. Now, in the grand scheme of things, I would love to, um, I would love to have implants, like dental implants, but um, dental implants are very expensive. They run anywhere from $7,000 to $10,000. And y'all, I'm on disability. They don't have no payment plans for people that are on a fixed income. Oh, thank you, Marta. I try to be sweet. I do. I try to be sweet. Thank you, Marta. And thank you for joining us. If this is your first time, please make sure you hit that like button as you come in. And yes, the food, I always try to cook good food. Always try to cook good food. But anyway, guys, I don't like, that's one of the reasons why we don't do mukbangs is because of me. I don't like to eat with my dentures in. I mean, I could do it, but I would lie. I would be lying to you if I told you that the food would taste good because it wouldn't. It just wouldn't taste good to me. It wouldn't taste good to me. But I'm going to do a mukbang for y'all tonight. I'm going to eat this spring roll. Now, this spring roll is from earlier. Joseph and I, I made kind of a lunch dinner for him, and I had him. We had these spring rolls that I made, and I want y'all to take a look at it. Look how good that is on the inside. That has the shrimp salad. It has the let me put it up here so y'all can get a hold of it. It has the spring. It has the shrimp salad with with spinach and red pepper, well, bell pepper and tomato and onion, and that's really it. In here, I'm not a big sodium guy, so I don't use a lot of salt and pepper and stuff like that. Matter of fact, let me go get a little bit of seasoning. All right, okay, I'm back. Yo, I'm not a big seasoned person. Well, I am when I'm seasoning my food, but I'm not really big on seasoning. Like, oh, I like to add a lot of salt to my food. and stuff because I have high blood pressure. You know, my doctor tries to make me watch my sodium. So I'm really I'm not big on salt. But anyway, I'm gonna take a bite of this. Mm. Mm. Now, yes, y'all will see me cover my mouth because I don't want y'all to see me chewing with no teeth. Up, and I'll be right back. I get one more thing. Mm. 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 Ooh, that was good. Yes, I'm feeling very good. I a red cup. I have a red cup. Ooh, and from the waist down, Marta and Bougie, I have a comforter on my feet because my feet are cold. My feet are so cold tonight. Mm. Mm. That is so good. Hmm. Oh God. So, oh God. Yes. Mm. So y'all. Oh wow. That's really good. That is so good, ma'am. I tell y'all all the time that I'm a Southern boy. Oh, that's delicious. This is really really good. This is really good. As y'all can see, I took 2 bites. But as I tell y'all all the time, I'm a Southern boy, so I love fresh vegetables. I do. I'm really really big on fresh, vegetables. I love fresh carrots. I love fresh green. Oh God, I especially love fresh green beans. And I love spinach and cabbage and lettuce and tomatoes. I especially love tomatoes are my big go-to. My big go-to. Pardon me. What does that say? Yeah, everyone else is asleep, bougie. Yes, everyone else is asleep. Except for us, we up. I'll try to keep you company in the nurse's station as much as possible. I'll try to keep you company. Uh, mm, y'all, I only have um, teeth on the bottom here. These are my real teeth. Up here, I have none whatsoever. So when I chew with my bottom teeth. And I use my fingers to give me help. Chewing. Now once I get the food in my mouth, it's fine, I can chew. I don't have no teeth back here, but I can chew with my gums. Um, Pretty much. I pretty much chew with my gums. Right now, I'm chewing with my gums. Um, for those of you that just joining, I'm eating this spring roll with some Catalina, classic Catalina salad dressing. And I'm just having me some Coke Zero. Mm. Now my spring roll, it has spinach with a little bit of onion and some bell pepper, and that's really it. And I'm having some Coke Zero. Yes, I am. I'm having some Coke Zero. And I'm chit chatting with y'all. They hear me coughing because I have a condition that's called GERD. Do you guys know what GERD is? GERD is like the backward flow of food that gets caught in your lungs. And when I eat, I have to eat very slow. Because if I don't eat slow, what happens is either the juices from me eating or whatever food I'm eating may go go down the wrong pipe. 9 times out of 10, it goes down the wrong pipe. And it causes me to choke a little bit. So I have to be very careful when I eat. Mm, mm. I have to eat very slow and I have to chew. I have to make sure I chew my food. Otherwise, if I don't, I could choke. So that's why sometimes y'all hear me coughing is because I have this condition that's called GERD. They give you medication for it, but I mean the medication works and it does its thing when it does its thing, and when it don't do its thing, it don't do its thing. So, mm. And yes, y'all see me covering my mouth because I'm very embarrassed. I'm very embarrassed about, you know, the fact that I don't have no teeth. Mm. Mm. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, that burnt my mouth. That burned my mouth. Now, I told y'all gonna give me raw and uncut tonight. And if I decide to do late night, early mornings, y'all will get me raw and uncut all the time. So, I smoke cigarettes. So, y'all gonna get that too. Mm. Oh, no, you will never see me, like, you will never see me smoke cigarettes during pillow talk. You'll never see me smoke cigarettes during Coffee with the Kings. Ever, 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 ever. You'll never see me smoke during that time. Because for me, that is just a little bit more professional. So you'll never see me smoke during that time. I'm just giving you guys myself raw and uncut now. Because I want you to see who the real me is. And I'm not a bad person because I smoke cigarettes. But I do smoke. I do smoke cigarettes, and I know that it's not a good habit. My doctor tells me that it's not a good habit, and he tells me to watch it. Hey, Taisha. Yeah, my doctor tells me not to smoke. He tells me not to smoke, but of course, I've been smoking since I was about 16 years old. Yeah, I've been smoking since I was about 16 years old. So, and I'm trying to stop. I really am trying to stop smoking because it's not just not a good. It's not good for me. Um, I don't smoke a lot. I don't smoke a lot, but I do smoke cigarettes, and I smoke weed too, child. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you no lie. I smoke weed too. I love smoking my motherfucking weed, honey. And I don't know if there's anything that'll ever take me away from smoking weed. No, I don't like to use the, the, the weed pen. I don't like the vape pen. I have one, and it makes me choke. It does. It makes me choke. A friend of mine gave me a vape pen, and he's like, "Jarrell, this is better for you. Use the vape pen." No, honey, I'm old school. I'm old school. I'm a child of the 70s. I grew up in the 70s where we smoked joints. And I came up in the 90s where we rolled a blunt and we smoked a blunt. So y'all might get me smoking a blunt here on late night, early mornings too. But anyway, yes. Oh my God, that spring roll tastes amazing. It really does. It tastes amazing. I also got a little special treat too. Now, y'all know I'm diabetic, so I don't get to do this that much. But I thought that I would treat myself because this is my cheat. Like on weekends, I cheat. Mm. Y'all, that's the banana pudding that I made. This is the banana pudding that I made. Let me show y'all. Let me give y'all a bite of this. This is the banana pudding that I made. for Joseph. Mm, 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 mm. It's so nice and creamy. It is. It's so nice and creamy. Oh my God. Ooh, I'm trying to sit up here, y'all. I'm trying to get comfortable and sit up here and talk to y'all about some things. Um, and I'm gonna put my teeth in. I might put my teeth in. I might. I don't like. I don't. I really, y'all. To be honest with you, if I had it my way, I would not wear my teeth at all. I wouldn't wear my dentures at all. Um, I have them. They somewhere over here. They either in the pocket of my robe or they somewhere. They somewhere near. I always have them somewhere near. You know. But anyway, 90%. I don't wear my dentures 90% of the time. I always carry them with me. You know, I always carry them with me, and they're either in my pocket or they're either in my pocket or in my bag. They're somewhere near, but I always have them just in case I need to, put on a nice smile or something like that. But anyway, I hope y'all get used to me talking without them. And as you can see, people say to me all the time, Shamel, we can't even tell you don't have your dentures in your mouth. Because if you look, do I look like I wear dentures? Do I look like I wear them? I hope not. Um, but anyway, I want to come to y'all at late night, early mornings and give y'all me raw and uncut, without all the bells and whistles and things like that. Now, y'all know when I put it on, child, I put it on. I put my hair on. Y'all will see me. I have my makeup. I have everything. Everything is on. And I am on and point blank, child. I'm just looking fabuloso. I'm very, very, I'm giving the girls very Beyonce. Ooh. Giving the girls Beyonce, honey. And when I'm turned on, I'm not turned on, I'm turned off. So I've turned down the volume. Uh, ooh. Yes, so tomorrow, you guys, tomorrow's show, we may go live tomorrow afternoon to show y'all what Sunday dinner looks like. Y'all know if y'all watched my video yesterday, y'all will see that I had prepared some roast beef. I took some potatoes and some vegetables and I put them in the crock pot. And then the crock pot and the roast beef is actually cooking on low in the crock pot right now. And I have to tell y'all, it smells good in here. It smells good in here. Like I want to go in there and I want to get some of those vegetables and get some of that roast beef. I don't have me a plate right now, but it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. It won't be ready till probably tomorrow morning, probably around maybe 8 or 9 o'clock. Cause I I put it in the crock pot like around 8:30, 9 o'clock last night. I prepped it. I prepped all the vegetables and put them in the crock pot. And I turned the crock pot on low around 8:30 last night. So it'll be ready probably tomorrow morning about 8:30, 9 o'clock. The roast beef will be ready. Joseph told me he doesn't want me to cook anything fancy to go with it because I was gonna give him all the bells and whistles. Now I had some glory greens that I cooked the other day. I still have those. And I think I'm gonna put those on. Oh my God, those are probably gonna taste amazing because the smoked turkey that I put in to season the glory greens is sitting is um in there as well. So when I warm them up, I'm gonna warm them up. I'm gonna put the glory greens on low tomorrow and warm them up. Um and they probably, oh God, they're gonna, the glory greens gonna taste good, child. And he just wants some white rice. He told me, he said, Jamel, because I was gonna make some mac and cheese, and I was gonna make some white rice. But tomorrow, I'm going to have him make us some potato salad. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get up in the morning. I'm gonna get up later on this morning, and I'm gonna peel some potatoes so that Joseph can make us some potato salad. I want him to make us some potato salad. Y'all, Joseph, my husband, oh God, his potato salad is so good. The only difference, the only thing that I add to his potato salad is because Joseph he doesn't, he don't um, put celery in his potato salad. I love celery in my potato salad. So, but Joseph's potato salad is amazing. When I tell y'all, Joseph potato salad is off the chain. I don't know what it is. And like I told y'all, I'm a Southern boy. So, because I'm a Southern boy, I grew up eating potato salad, macaroni salad, and, all different types of cold salads. I grew up with that. Like when we would go, my grandmama and then would cook dinner, or we would go on a picnic. When I was a kid, we would always have potato salad, macaroni salad, you know, things like that. And so I'm a Southern boy. I love fresh vegetables, and I love celery. I love celery in like when somebody makes a salad. I love celery. I like celery in my tuna salad. I love it in my chicken salad, and I especially love it in Joseph's potato salad. So I'm gonna get Joseph to make some potato salad tomorrow, and I'm gonna have him. I'm going to record it because he said he gonna share. Oh, excuse me. He said he gonna share his potato salad recipe with y'all. Now he may change his mind. I don't know if he or will let me record him making a potato salad because he's very um um you know he's very sensitive about his potato salad. But when I tell y'all that my husband makes the best potato salad in the world, I am not over exaggerating. Like everybody that tastes his potato salad is like, Joseph, make some more potato salad. Did he make potato salad today? Did Joseph make potato salad today? And I'll be like, no, he didn't make it. He didn't make it. Oh no, no, y'all, you got to get him to make some potato salad. So Joseph loves. Joseph makes potato salad, uh, and he loves it. He loves it. He enjoys it. He makes it very well. Now, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I am an energy person, so I believe when you cook your food, um, you know, uh, your food has love in it. Comes with love in it. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Hey, I'm impressed by Steph. You said your mom makes potato salad, makes her potato salad with two red potatoes, two yellow potatoes, and two sweet potatoes. Now, I've never had potato salad with sweet potatoes. I can't say that I've ever had, you know, potato salad with different types of potatoes like that, especially not. Uh, I've never had potato salad with sweet potatoes in them. I've never had, sweet potatoes. I've never had potato salad with sweet potatoes in them. That would be interesting. Hey, babe, Joseph is up, um, and I know what he on his way to. He on his way to the kitchen. And he's on his way to the kitchen not only to light a cigarette, but he's on his way to the kitchen to go to the freezer to eat some ice. Joseph, that the roast beef, oh God, you need to taste that. When I tell you it's good, it's going to be good with some rice. It's going to be so good with some rice. It's cold in here. I'm cold. I got my comforter on my legs. I got the comforter on my legs. Just they said they love my robe. Yeah, they said they love my robe. Thank y'all for the compliments on my robe. Like I said, one of you subscribers bought me this robe. It's so plush and so comfortable. I swear to God, when I lay in the bed with it on, I fall right asleep. I do. I fall right asleep. Um, yes, but Joseph, yeah, well, you'll come in here when and sit down for a few seconds before you go back in the bedroom. So I'll talk to you when you come in here, child. But anyway, y'all, I can't wait for y'all to see the roast beef tomorrow. When I tell y'all it smells amazing in my house right now, I want to jump in that crock pot and just go to town. I swear to God. But anyway, um, Joseph's potato salad is off the chain. It is. It's off the chain. Um, maybe when well, we do plan to have a meet and greet. When we had a meet and greet, I'll try to get him to make some potato salad for you guys that decide to join us for the up close and personal meet and greet. Like we want to have like a meet and greet where we have like a big table and we have dinner with everybody that's at the meet and greet. Because a lot of people have been requesting that we have a meet and greet, and now that we moved to Georgia, I think that we're going to do one. I think we're going to, um, get a space, and we're going to have a meet and greet. It may not be as big as we want it to be, but we are going to have a meet and greet. We're going to have a meet and greet. Here you go, Mom. Oh God! Now Joseph ain't gonna be on camera. He might not be on camera because it's late night, and Joseph is very vain. He don't like for people to see him unless he is 100%. He got to have his face done and his hair done, and so on and so forth. So y'all ain't gonna see Joseph on camera. Y'all ain't gonna see him. What's on my soda? Ooh, I was eating a spring roll. One of the spring rolls that I made earlier.
You didn't see I was in the comments typing.
Yeah, I was eating my spring roll. What you don't know is I added some of the shrimp salad. Did you know I added some of the shrimp salad to it?
You said you did.
Yeah, I did. I added some shrimp salad to it, and I had it with some of this. Okay, yeah, I had it with some of this
Catalina.
Catalina. All
That had to be
salad,
really good.
salad dressing. Mm. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Not here.
Go out.
Well,
There you go.
out. Okay. Joseph's
Mm.
always Joseph.
So you're lipping it.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. Where is it? Just still there. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, Joseph is always checking me on what my face looking like. I'm giving him meat raw and uncut, no teeth. no teeth, no nothing.
You left me out to dry last night.
I wanted to, do it without my glasses too, but I can't read the comments, of course.
You left me by myself last night
Yeah.
on
Um,
Pillow Talk.
I did. I woke up.
And for 1 minute and said one thing and was done and went back to sleep.
Yeah, I woke up. Um, like, oh God, I woke up and I was like, ooh, what time is it? Because I was tired. I didn't realize how tired I was
That's
yesterday.
why I didn't. I woke you up and said, "You want to do Pillow Talk?" And you said, "Yeah." And I said, "Are you sure?" And you was like, "Yeah, I'm sure." I said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go on 5 minutes early because I was getting tired."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "I'm gonna go on 5 minutes early." I started talking. I figured, well, he'll wake up when I start talking.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong answer. You woke up for one thing I said
Mm-mm.
and went right back to sleep.
Did I? I'm very that shy. I was tired, Joseph. I was really, really
But
tired.
Pillow Talk was good.
Was it?
I talked about how you're gonna be 40 and 50 and still let your mother treat you like, or your father treat you like you 5 or 6. Like
Mm.
they shouldn't have that control over you when you 30, 40, 50. They can't tell you what to do, and you listen. You actually listen like you 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You have to listen when you were a child, but you don't have to listen when you're an adult.
Mm-hmm.
It was good
Wow, wow. Um,
because of that show that I watched.
now the other light. Guess what it was?
Oh yeah,
In the pocket of my robe. Um, yeah. Well, I used to be that person.
yeah.
Did you tell people that I was that person at one time?
It was a part when I was talking about it, and I was like, I wish Tramel was up so he could confirm
Mm-hmm.
what I said, because he really got his liberation when he was 50.
I was that child. I could relate.
So, you know,
I was family driven.
somebody said, but some parents are so controlling that it's hard to break away from that. And I'm like, no, it's not.
It's not
Tell
that
them
they're
you
controlling;
grown.
it's we allow them to be
Right.
controlling.
I was like, tell them you grown and shut up.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
said, don't be rude. But I said, I wish my mother would.
yeah. I mean, I just recently had a issue with my mom. You know, I mean, and my mom went in on me. She threatened me. She was like, "I will fuck your ass up," and I had to tell her, I was like, "Mom, I am not that 13-year-old boy that you raised. I'm not 13 anymore. I'm not afraid of you. So your idle threats of you gonna beat my ass, they don't work no more. And see, I come from like y'all, I keep telling y'all, I'm a country boy. And because I'm a country boy and I was raised in the South, in the 80s, in the 70s and the 80s, we were taught, you do what your parents tell you, or your parents can kill you. As a matter of fact, when Marvin Gaye's father killed him, black people were like, okay, well, you know, he was disrespectful to his father, and that's what his father did. As his father didn't get any jail time because, in the South, and especially in the South, there's this thinking that, when you have a child, your child's supposed to do what your child's supposed to do what you tell them to do. And if they don't do what they tell you, if they don't do what you tell them to do, they then have to, bear the consequences of whatever comes their way. And if their parents decide to pick up a gun and shoot them, you pick up a gun and shoot them, child.
And
But long gone are those
I
days.
also talked about how you have certain women that just wait for their kids to get older
Hmm.
because they feel now their kids can take care of them because they did it for them, so they're going to do it for them. And
Right.
I'm like, how does that make sense? You chose to have
Hmm.
these kids, they didn't choose to have you.
Right.
So why do they owe you anything?
Hmm.
I was like, my mother used to hate that. Oh, she used to go off on women that thought like that. She's like, my kids don't owe me nothing. They didn't ask to be here.
Hmm.
She said, if they do for me, that's a wonderful thing. That means I did my job as a mother. She said, but you think I sat around and waited for them to grow up to take care of me now? She was like, no. She was like, and y'all are stupid for thinking like that. She's like, because you're going to be real disappointed. And I went in, like, on that. I was like, you know, you want your kids to take care of you, but you didn't do shit for them. You didn't care when they were sitting in the dark and you was out partying at the club with Ray Ray and Boo Boo and y'all was having a good old time and your kids were sitting home in the dark. And now all of a sudden you want them to pay your light bill.
Good morning, Mom. Too funny. Well, I'm gonna have to take it again. I'm gonna take it again. Back to the South, Joseph, and Southern culture, Southern living. And what I will tell you is that Southern people, Black Southern, the Black Southern culture is different. Well, not really different, as different. Well, yes, it is. The Southern culture is totally different from the Northern culture, meaning that, people in the South think totally different from people in the North. And, people in the North, the only reason why they think on the same level as people in the South is because a majority of people that live in the North, they either have family that are from the South, and those traditions and that cycle has been, you know, passed down from generation to generation to generation. And so uh, I'm going to take it back down south. As I stated, growing up in the South, I was taught a different culture. We were taught that you did what your parents did. There was just no questions at. You don't question your parents. You do what they tell you to do, and that's that. And so that's what I was. That's how I was raised. But like I said, we are in the year 2025. So long, long gone are those days. A lot of the Southern culture, the cycle of the Southern culture, is being broken these days because these millennials, these young children, they just don't think on the same level as either
They're not scared.
their ancestors or their grandparents or their aunts or their uncles were raised on. They don't follow those traditions. A lot of those circles a lot of those cycles are being broken. For instance, like corporal punishment. I grew up thinking that corporal punishment, there was nothing wrong with it. There was nothing wrong with getting the belt, child. Get the belt. Go outside and get a switch. There was nothing wrong with that. You know, you try to tell a child today, go get a belt.
That don't matter
Not
where
only will
you
they
at.
go get the belt, they will go get the belt and
And the
not
phone.
and they will go get the belt, right? And you will not beat their ass. They will beat your ass with the belt.
and then call the police on you.
These kids today will whoop your ass and sit in juvenile detention for whooping your ass. You know what I'm saying? These children today will kill you over their cell phone. So, a lot of the Southern culture, the cycle of the Southern culture is being broken, which, you know, is it a good thing?
Some of it is
Some of,
not kids beating their parents, but
some of it is. I have to say, some of it, a part of it, a part of the Southern culture cycle that's being broken. Um, uh, I, it, you know, it's okay, but then again, sometimes you look at some of these kids' child, and you want to get the belt, Joseph. Like
right.
you want to get the belt on some of these kids and beat their ass. But you just can't. Long gone are those days where you could pull out the belt or tell your child to go and get a switch and you can beat them. Because if you send your child to school, for instance, or if you send your child out and they have any marks on them, the police are coming. The police are coming. Let me just see what I'm pressed by Steph said. Okay, impressed by Steph says, my mother treated me horrible. I have four brothers, no sisters. Mother beat me. Mother treated me bad. Now she's up in age, and I'm here for her. All four of my brothers are not even around. Impressed by Steph. Let me just say this to you. I can, and then impressed by Steph says, she abused me and was bad. She expects me to erase my childhood memories just so she don't have to admit her. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me impressed by Steph. Let me just say this to you. I can relate to you so much because I am weathering through and I'm going through the exact same thing that you are going through right now with your mom. I am experiencing that same thing as a child. And I talk to Joseph about this all the time. Joseph is like, Jamel. And I laugh because Joseph is like, Jamel, I only see how you talk to your mother. I also feel like I was abused by my mother. When I tell you, my mother used to beat me. My mother would tie me to chairs. She would tie me down to chairs. She would tie me to radiators and she would beat the hell out of me. Okay? My mother would torture me. She would take me and she would beat me and then she would put me in a closet and I had to stay in the closet for the day. When I tell you I was an abused child, like looking back at what I weathered through as a child, physically, would a lot of parents that are older in their 70s and 80s now would consider that you know I was raising a child. I was raising you, and that was that, and that was all a part of your upbringing. You did something wrong, I beat your ass. You did something wrong, I beat your ass. And we look back on it like impressed by Step. We look back on it and we realize that in today's culture, what our parents did to us was they physically abused us with corporal punishment. I was abused with corporal punishment. I feel as though I was abused. Now, is that a harsh word? Yeah, it's a harsh word, but it's the truth. It is a harsh word, but it's the truth. And you're absolutely right. My mom is the same way. My mom doesn't want to talk about it. My mom either doesn't want to talk about it or she does not have any memory of it. Now all of a sudden she don't remember it. Oh, I don't remember doing that. I don't remember doing that, you know. Um, and they want you to erase your childhood past and what happened to you, the abuse, the physical, corporal abuse that you weathered through. They want you to forget about it and they want you to move on. Oh, just accept it. Just accept it. And, just accept it. It happened. And then what really is the killer is that your siblings, they have absolutely no empathy for you because like my sisters, they say, well, you deserved it. You know, my sisters said I deserved it because they were like, well, you was acting up. You were doing things to get this treatment. You were actually doing things. So you get no empathy from your siblings. Your siblings think you deserve it, and your mom doesn't want to talk about it. She wants you to forget about it because she's forgot about it or he's forgot about it.
No,
Because
they didn't forget about it.
we
They
talk
know they
about fathers,
wrong.
mothers, and
No,
fathers.
they know they wrong, so they don't want to talk about it. They
Right.
ain't forget about it.
Yeah, they know that they're wrong. Like my mom, I think my mom knows now. Like right now, my mother, she has a way of throwing guilt trip on me. She throws guilt trips on me in order to avoid, you know, uh, or she wants to downplay, what she did to me when I was a kid. So she likes to throw guilt trips on me about it. But they don't. My siblings, they don't care. Excuse me. My cigarette went out. Um, but my siblings don't care, and my mother, she forgets. She wants to forget. She doesn't want to talk about it. You know. So her excuse is, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I don't remember that happening. But we later on in life, we still remember it. Like I still remember it. Now I'm going to tell you how to deal with it. Impressed by Steph. I'm going to give you some help in dealing with it. Um, I'm going to give you some help in dealing with it because it's not something easy for everyone to deal with. First of all, it takes strength. I want you to know, impressed by Steph, it takes strength to to deal with what happened to you as a child. Don't forget. You ain't gonna never forget. The truth is that you're never gonna forget it. You're never gonna forget it. Like I will never forget it. I can talk about it. And one of the things that helped me was talking about it. Another thing that helped me was therapy. My therapist helped me deal with what happened to me as a child, my traumatic childhood. I call it traumatic, I call it tumultuous. My family gets mad at me because I call it that, but it ain't about them, it's about me. Um, and you're right, I'm impressed by Steph. You have to pray a lot. It takes a lot of prayer. I pray a lot. I do. I pray a lot. Um, one of the other things that you have to do is you have to forgive. And I know that's a lot, and I know that's a lot to ask yourself. That's a lot to ask. You have to forgive. Um, I had to literally forgive my mother. Like, I forgive her. I forgive her for the brutal and torturous childhood that I had coming up. I forgive her for that. I forgive her for the beatings. I forgive her for the tying me up. I forgive her for the locking me in closets for a day. I had to learn how to forgive. It's a lot. You have to forgive. Now, if you say if you say you pray a lot, so that means that you're a man, a woman, or God. You're a man or woman of God. I'm sorry. Um, and the Bible teaches us about forgiveness. And I'm going to take a page from the book of Medea, and I will tell you, forgiveness is not for them. Don't forgive them for them. Don't forgive your mother for her. You have to forgive her for yourself. Because if you don't, you're going to hold on to that. Uh, you're going to hold on to all of that horrible turmoil that you dealt with as a child if you don't forgive. There was nothing that you could do about it. There was absolutely nothing that you could do about it. I mean, yeah, there were things that you could have did about it. I mean, you could have picked up the phone and you could have called Child Protective Services on your mom. But I mean, and back in that day and age, who did that? None of us. None of us. You know, you may have had a neighbor or a relative that may have done it, but in the grand scheme of things, what child would pick up the phone and call 911 on their parents? And if you told your parents you were calling 911 on your parents, you would be sitting here like me at an early age with no teeth in your mouth because your parents knocked your teeth down your goddamn throat and broke your fingers if you said, I'm calling 911. And, for me, my father, I remember my father, I told my father I was going to call the police on him. My father was a police officer, by the way. I told my father one day I was going to call the police on him for his brutality. And he said, you can go ahead and call the police. But I'm telling you now, I'm not going to get no lawyer to try to get you back. He said, and if you call the police on me, they're going to come in here. They may or may not take you away, but let's say they take you away. My father sat down and told me this. He was like, let's say they take you away from me. That means I got to go to court. I got to get a letter. I mean, I got to get a lawyer. They probably gonna give me some parenting classes. In the meantime, you're either going to be in foster care or they're going to put you in a shelter until they can place you with in a home where you may get abused all over again. So I was like, what's the sense of me calling 911? Um, and that's what my father told me. He said, you can call 911 if you want to, but this is what's going to happen if you call 911. Well, if I let you call 911. And at the time I was like, if you let me call 911. And I said to my father, I said, what do you mean if you let me call 911? He said, I might decide to kill your ass right here for calling 911. I said, but you'll go to jail if you kill me. You'll go to jail if you hurt me. My father was like, I don't give a fuck. If I kill you, I'm not thinking about going to jail. I'm not thinking about what's going to happen to me. I'm not thinking about the consequences of what's going to happen to me if I decide to either kill you or beat your ass. So, impressed by Steph, you're going to have to forgive. You're going to have to forgive. And that's what I did. And let me just say this about forgiveness. Me forgiving my mom for all of the things that she put me through as a child has made me such a better person. I don't hold no ill will in my heart. I don't. And I'm speaking to you from experience. Hey, Carrie Bullard, I'm speaking to you from experience. I hold absolutely no ill will in my heart. It made me such a better person. I am such a better person because I forgave my mother for what she did to me as a child, for the corporal punishment, for the torture, for the all the horrible things that she did to me as a child. Because I forgave her for those things, it made me it makes me a better person today. I have no ill will in my heart. And it has the one thing that it has made me empathetic to people that endure it today. It really has. I shed not one tear about what my mom did to me when I was a child. I don't. I don't shed no tears about that. It was a part of my life that I can't do anything about. There was nothing that I could ever do about it as a child. I don't beat myself up. I don't blame myself for it. There was nothing that I could do as a child to stop my mom from doing what she did, and it happened. It happened, and it's just a part of who I am. It's a part of my life. Now, will I say? Do I say take it out on some? I don't take it out on. I've never taken out what was done to me on anybody else. Like, you know, I um I'm not a parent, but a lot of parents, you know, they 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 um they corporal punish their children because they were corporal punished. They were punished by corporal punishment. Um, a lot of parents, a lot of young adults, they use corporal punishment on the younger people in their lives because that's what was done to them. I broke the cycle. I broke the cycle. Like my nieces and nephews. I'm like I said, I'm not a parent, but I have a lot of nieces and nephews. I broke the cycle. You know, I never use corporal punishment when it comes to my nieces and nephews. Even today, it makes me look at my nieces and nephews in a totally different way. I've told all my nieces and nephews, this is the speech that I give to all my nieces and nephews. I love you guys. Know this. If you ever came to me with something about yourselves, something that you've done wrong, or anything, I don't judge you. And I don't. I don't judge my nieces and nephews on things that they've done wrong in their lives. I'm very empathetic to my nieces and nephews. Very, very empathetic to them when they come to me about things that have happened to me. I mean to them, or things that they do, even things that they do now in life. I don't judge them. I am the open door that they and they can come to me, and my nieces and nephews, they can talk to me about anything. Be that parent that um, um, gives your kids that courtesy. If you grew up being punished by corporal punishment, be that parent. Be that parent that they can come to and they can talk to about anything, and you won't ever have to. You don't have to ever have to worry about punishing them with corporal punishment.
That's how I was with my mother. Sometimes I told her too much.
That's great. Impressed by self. See, impressed by self says she don't beat her kid.
My mother didn't beat us either because of the way my grandmother used to beat them.
Yeah, my grandma impressed by self.
My grandmother used to beat me, and my mother told her one day, and I was like, "See, a lot of the person I am is because of my mother.
Hmm.
Because I would hear my mother say things, and then when she would try to control me or whatever, I would throw back in her face what she said. Like she told one day my grandmother had beat me so bad, and I went home to my mama, and she was giving me a bath. And she was like, "Oh my God, what happened to you?" Because she saw I was black and blue and purple and green because I'm light skinned.
Hmm.
And I nonchalantly, "Oh, Grandma beat me." She said, "What?" I said, "Oh, yeah." She said, "What did you do?" I said, "Mommy, I don't remember. I, I, I was whatever I had done, and my grandmother beat me." My mother was furious, and my mother
Carrie
got,
Bullard said, "Thank you." Carrie Bullard
mm-hmm,
said, "Good morning."
"Good morning, Carrie." And my mother confronted my grandmother and told her, "If you ever beat my son like this or any of my children like this ever again, I'll beat you." She was like,
Mm.
"I don't care what they did. Ain't no reason for my child to be black and blue." She said, and then the worst part of it all was that he didn't even care.
Mm.
He just said it so nonchalantly, like Grandma beat me, like it was no big deal. So clearly, you doing this all the time.
Right.
It's just the first time that I caught you. So my mom was because they used to get her and my uncles and stuff, and my aunt though my grandmother used to wear them out.
Mm.
And my mother just vowed that she would never beat me and my sister. My mother has never beat me.
Hmm.
She's never beat me or my sister because she's like, y'all wasn't bad kids. Y'all didn't do nothing. Now when I got a little older and my mouth got a little worse,
Hmm.
she had to put her little fist in my chest
Hmm.
maybe once or twice
Right.
and
Right.
tell me I live in her house and there's only room for one bitch in here.
Hmm.
And if I didn't like the bitch that paid the rent, then I can leave because I ain't doing nothing. So, I don't blame her for that.
Hmm.
I really don't because I was out of control. Um, but me and my mother, I respected my mother as my mother, but my mother was also my best friend. And I could go to my mother and talk about anything. And I think a lot of times she cringed because some of the things I told her she probably didn't want to know.
Right. Right.
But she she was my friend
Hmm.
as well as my mother. And I felt, well, if I can't tell you, how could I tell anybody?
Right.
And sometimes she would tell me, "I'm your mother. I don't need to know that." I was like, "Well, Mom, what?" And she would laugh. She was like, "No, you can tell me anything. You can talk to me about anything you want." And I did.
Hmm.
I did. I miss her sometimes because when I make decisions now, it's just I consult you.
Right.
But before you, I was kind of lost
But we don't
because
have any children, so.
no. But I'm saying like I would go call my mother and like if I move back down here, I would call my mother and go, "Mom, I think I'm moving back to Georgia," and she would give me her opinion about it.
Hmm.
Now I have you to consult, where I felt lost for the longest because it was like, well,
Are you
who am I
making
gonna
coffee?
call? Uh-huh.
Okay.
Who am I gonna call? Who am I gonna run this by other than myself? Because I
Hmm.
was lost. When my mother died, I was lost. It was
Hmm.
like, what do I do? And now I have you. So, I'll run things by you, Tramel,
Right,
what you
right.
think we should do and things like that. I really, really, the one thing that saddens me so much is that you never got to meet my mother.
Yeah, sometimes I feel sad about that too.
That is the thing that bothers me more than anything because I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my
I do.
God.
I feel sad about never meeting your mom. I hear, you talk about your mom. I've heard, Aunt Gwenny. I've heard so many people
Omar.
in your family talk about your mom and the person that she was. I feel so cheated for never being able to meet her because she passed away before we got back together. And sometimes I sit here and I'm like, oh my God, I wish I had met your mom. And I remember when we got married, I reached out to your dad and I never met him either. But your dad was a totally different person. But yes, impressed by Steph. I find a lot of people that I speak to that have endured what you and I have endured as human beings. I find that when they have children, they discipline their children totally different than what they were disciplined.
And
Like impressed by Steph said that they don't they don't beat their children, and I can relate to that. Like I think that if God had blessed me with children, I probably would not have used corporal punishment on them either. You know, you become this parent that is more of a listener, and you become this parent that is able to have patience and sit down and listen to your children. And you don't have to use corporal punishment on them. you I mean, it can be more difficult, and the reason why it can be more difficult is because you have to find creative and innovative ways of disciplining your children when they do something wrong, like grounding them or just sitting down and having a conversation with them about what they did wrong, or what they should not do wrong, or how it was wrong to do whatever it is they did. You have to become this creative person that has to deal with disciplining in a totally different way, because you don't want to use corporal punishment on your children. You don't want to put your hands on them. And you don't want to fight with your children in that way, you know? So my hat goes off to you. Well, my crown, I tip my crown to you, impressed by Step, because it does. It takes a lot to yeah, it takes a lot um, to do that. And yes, impressed by Steph, there are people that should never have kids. Right, your kids are grown. How are your kids now? Impressed by Steph. See, and then you have some parents that were that were disciplined with corporal punishment. They just let their kids just run amok, and they don't do anything, and their children turn out to be these bad apples. Those parents, I can't say anything about. Um, but
Dishwasher
to
clean or
those
dirty?
parents,
Dishwasher clean or dirty?
clean. But I say to those parents that just they were they were abused by corporal punishment, and they just let their children run amok. To those parents, I really don't have too much to say, um, but take my advice.
Bed pot roast? It's
Mhm.
good as hell.
It is just good, right? Take my advice, people. Um, take my advice. If you grew up in a household where corporal punishment was the culture, and you're now an adult, and you want to know how to deal with it, you want to know how to find some absolution in it, the first thing that you have to do is forgive. And it's a lot. I know it's a lot to ask. It is. It's a lot to ask. Forgiveness is a lot to ask. It is a lot to ask because you sit there and you have to say to this person, you have to say, I forget this person that abused me. You have to, I have to forgive. How, it's like, I know it's a lot of people are like, how are you fixing your mouth to say that? I have to forgive this person that abused me as a child. You want me to forgive them. Yeah. That's where you find your absolution. That's where you, that's where you find your absolution.
Because it doesn't make sense to hold on to that negativity. It's just bothering you.
It's
They are
easier
living
said
their
than done,
lives.
Joseph.
No, what I'm saying is they're living their lives. Like there's been times when I didn't, I was holding grudges, or I didn't want to forgive somebody, or I was sitting back and saying, well, how could this good be happening to them when they did what they did to me?
Mm-hmm.
Then I realized, well, that's because they're not sitting there worried about what they did to you.
Mm-hmm.
They living their life. They moved on.
Yeah,
You the one.
my mom thinks it's okay.
No, but
It
that's what
was
I'm saying.
right.
You're the one sitting there holding all these hurt feelings and hate, and it might not be hate, but hurt feelings and sadness and misery. And
Mm-hmm.
they living their lives. They don't give a damn because they
Right.
done did it, and they don't care. If they cared, they wouldn't have did it to get
My
before.
like
And you sitting there, not you per se, but whoever is sitting there harboring all these things and can't move on with their life, but really
or
because,
taking it out on.
or taking it out because hurt people,
Right, right.
and taking it out on somebody else, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe not even taking it out on somebody else, beating themselves up, saying, "How could I have let this happen? Why
Right,
did I let this happen to me?" And not just with parents, but with anything,
right.
relationships,
But
with
hold
anything.
on. My mom, I think a part of her heart, like impressed by herself, says she thinks that her mom feels like her mom wants her to forget. Her mom wants her to forget about, like, forget that part of your childhood. I think a part of my mom's heart knows that she did wrong, but I think a part of her heart also is like, I ain't do nothing wrong. You was my child. I was raising you. That's how I raised you. I raised you. I put clothes on your back. I put food in your mouth. I put a roof over your head. And when you did something you weren't supposed to do, I told you to go get the belt and I beat your ass.
Well, you know what? In
I
a
think a
way,
part of my mom, I think a part of my mom's heart feels like I ain't do nothing wrong. I did what every parent in that day and age was doing. And she's absolutely right. She did. She did what every parent in that day and age did. I don't know any of my friends that did their parents didn't use corporal punishment. You know.
you know what? In a way, they are correct with the let it go thing.
Hmm.
Um,
But they
because
don't have no right to say
no,
that,
no, no.
Joseph.
The reason why I'm saying that is because as a child, yes, it's hard. You don't understand why they're doing what they did to you, and all I did was touch something, and they told me not to touch it, but then I'm getting beat like I stole something.
Hmm.
Um, but it's like how long do you sit back and blame your adult life on your childhood? It's like, at what point do you take accountability and say, I'm gonna get over this and change it, and I'm gonna move on, and whatever that means to you, whatever that may mean to you, meaning, why are you letting something that happened to you when you were 6 dictate what's happening when you were 45?
Mm-hmm.
Because it becomes a whole cycle now, and you're allowing, you've claimed you're tired of it, and they did this, they did that, but you still giving them control over your life. You're still letting them control your life and beat you mentally because you can't move on from it. And I'm speaking from experience, not from dealing with things with my mom. My grandmother used to do it to me. I would tell her, "Oh, well, you beat me like this, and you did this to me," and she was like, "Well, I don't remember that." Or she would say, "Well, you must have did something to deserve it." And I'm like, "No, all I did was da 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 da. I wouldn't have did that to you." And I'm like, "Well, I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up, you know." And I think they know they did wrong. And when you bring it up to them, they don't want to talk about it. They forgot it. They try to mull it over with, well, you must have did something to deserve that. They don't even know why they don't even remember why they beat you the way they beat you. And you can tell them everything. Well, you beat me at such and such a time on such and such a day because I did da 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 da. And now in their minds, it doesn't make sense why they beat you the way they beat you. But at the time, it made total sense to them. And a lot of people get screwed up. A lot of people get screwed up, and that's why a lot of people end up in abusive relationships. Because I know when my grandmother beat me, it was, this is hurting me more than it hurts you. I'm doing it because I love you. And a lot of black kids grow up feeling being beat means I'm being loved, because that's what we were told. That's what our parents told us. I'm beating you because I love you. I don't want to do this, but I have to because of what you did. And that carries over into adulthood. That carries over into adulthood. For a man, it may mean, I need to beat my woman to show her that I love her. For a woman, it may mean, you know, if he don't beat me, he don't love me. And it's our parents' fault that why we think that way. It's our parents' fault. And like a lot of times when I see women that are abused, they like, "But he loves me and he cares about me." And I guarantee you, her parents used to beat the shit out of her and tell her, "I'm doing this because I love you." Now your parent ain't gonna kill you, but this man can snap and kill you because he's not your parent. So he may not care as much as they do. He may not give a damn as much as they did. And he may take you to a whole nother level. And but it's parents to blame. I can't see a woman that was never abused sitting back by her parents, sitting back and letting a man abuse her. Because she wouldn't believe him. Because she would know, if you hit me, you don't love me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times the abuse comes from the parents, and then they want to scream, "Well, I did it because I love you," and it's like, you believe that, you
Mm-hmm.
grow up believing that, like being beat means that. But I knew better, honey, because I tell my grandmother in a minute. She tell me, "I'm doing this because I love you." I said, "Well, I hate you. I hate you." I used to scream at the top of my lungs, "I hate you," and she would be like,
Stop saying that.
right, stop saying that. I said, "As long as you hit me, I hate you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't love me. I hate you. I hate you." And it will wear her loose.
Well, I would think. I mean, all of us did. I just wasn't able to project that. I wasn't able to project that vocally. Like I hated my mom. I wanted her to die.
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I verbally said it because she was hurting me. And when I first ever, I guess, blurted out of my mouth, I hate you, I saw how it bothered her.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever she would beat me like she lost her ever loving mind, honey, I would just start screaming, I hate you.
Mm-hmm.
And then my sister picked up on it because my sister was younger than me and she picked up on it and started doing the same thing. When she would get beaten, I hate you. I can't stand you. I wish you wasn't my grandmother. Leave me alone. I'm telling my mama, all those things like that. So it's just a lot. It was a lot. We went through a lot as kids. We went through a lot, and it has affected some of us in our adulthood. And a lot of people need therapy,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't realize that they
Yeah, I
need
like I
therapy.
said, I dealt with, what happened to me as a childhood through therapy. Therapy helped me a lot. It did. It really helped me a lot. And um, like I said, therapy. It was a combination of things. Just it was therapy. It was the fact that I was a man of God. Church helped me out a lot. Talking to my pastor, talking to people in church, like congregating with people in church that had weathered through the same thing I weathered through, and how they dealt with it. There was so many things that made me the person that I am today. And thank you. I have to say thank you to Carrie. Yes, I've been told that so many times. That I've been told that most of my adult life, even now more than ever, I'm always told that I have a pure heart. Um, um, I try to make my heart as pure as possible, and my heart is the way it is based on the things that I weathered through as a child. Now, let me I'm pointing the camera down this way, y'all, so y'all could take a look at this. This is the sample plate that I made. This is the sample plate of the roast beef that is cooking. I decided to go and, get a bowl and put some of the vegetables in and put a little piece of the roast beef in. So this is the first spoonful. This is the potato. This is one of the potatoes. When I went to Kroger, when we went to Kroger, Joseph picked up these little small bags of potatoes. I was like, what kind of potatoes is these? And they were bags, they were small bags of potatoes, and they had these little small potatoes in them that are perfect, for when
Hmm.
you want to make a roast beef or you want to make a roast chicken. You usually buy a big bag of potatoes and cut up the big bag of potatoes, and you have to cut them down to this size. But
These you just cut in half.
let me show y'all what these
And if
potatoes
you
look
don't want
like.
to cut them in half, you ain't
They,
got to
they
cut them in
they're
half.
a little bag of potatoes, and this is exactly what they look like. They're small.
And all you did was cut them in half.
Yeah, they're small. And all I did was cut them in half. Let me just show y'all this meat. I want y'all to see the roast beef.
It's tender.
It's nice and tender. Okay, let me give y'all a look at that. That's the roast beef. Mm. Oh my God,
It's
it's amazing.
it's good.
Hmm. You don't got no paper towels over there.
Yeah, I do. In my pocket.
Hmm. Oh my God. Mm. Did I season that roast beef too much?
No, I thought it needed more seasoning.
It's not too salty?
No, not at all. Maybe the piece you got because you didn't really rub the seasoning on it.
No, I didn't.
You just put it there. So maybe the piece you got was where you just sprinkled it and left
Mm.
it. But
Ooh.
on average. It was good to me. It wasn't too salty at all.
Okay. That is
Let me taste a piece of what you got, because where I went, it wasn't
what the
salty at
meat.
all. The meat.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna give me that little piece of meat?
You want a big piece?
I don't need
This
that
is this,
whole piece, but yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
this is it's not too salty. Um,
Ooh. Hmm.
the potatoes
Mm-hmm.
to me,
Wherever you got that piece of meat from, it had more seasoning than whatever I put the fork in there
mm-hmm,
and took some meat out.
was it too salty?
No, that's what I'm saying. You got the part that you seasoned,
Yeah, I got the part that I
and you
see.
didn't rub the seasoning around.
Right, right, right.
I got the part that didn't really have no seasoning on it, so it wasn't too. This was more flavorful and salty than the piece that I got.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, the potatoes are just right.
Everything is good.
Yeah. Um, there's only one thing missing for me,
More,
which I know ain't important to you, but is important to me.
more.
Mushrooms.
Eh,
You know I love
you
mushrooms.
know me. I like shiitake mushrooms.
Well, I think we should get some shiitake mushrooms and put in here.
They ain't gonna cook down like that because they've been cooking all night. You know, yeah, I had you. It was on warm,
Mhm.
and if I didn't come in here while you was sleeping, check it, it wouldn't have been done right.
Mm-mm. The meat,
Huh? Oh,
the
that ooh,
meat.
all that good fat.
Hmm. That's what I'm loving. You know that I'm loving the fat. You know I'm loving that. Um, yeah. So that piece was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't
Right.
like you say. I got a piece with the seasoning
Right.
on it. That's why I asked you. You know, are you sure that I didn't season it too much? It's not
Mm-mm.
too. You know, is it too salty to you? I'm gonna taste some of this pepper. Yeah. See, for me, you know, I'm a vegetable person, Joseph. So, you know, I want to see how the vegetables do. I'm gonna taste the vegetables first. So y'all, this sample plate of tomorrow's dinner,
Today's dinner.
of today's dinner, actually, is really good. I feel cheated because I don't have no rice, but I can't wait to put some of this over rice.
It's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm. Mm. I'm not get on the chair.
Well, you didn't.
I didn't got it on there.
That was just a hope and a dream, honey.
I'm telling y'all, this bowl is a bowl of goodness, nothing but goodness. I have, like I said, you know, the vegetables from the roast beef. These are some of the vegetables.
You gonna spill it?
I'm not gonna spill it. These are the vegetables. These are the potatoes and the peppers and the onions and the garlic and the celery and everything that I added. And you know, I like that it's not overpowered by one thing. It's not. You know, I can taste a little bit of all the vegetables in here. I could taste a little bit of, the celery. I could take a taste a little bit of the green pepper. I can taste a little bit of the onion. I can taste a little bit of the garlic. See, I told y'all that garlic is strong because I didn't put a whole lot of garlic in here to me. But even the gravy that is made, you can taste that garlic is like the is present. Um, so I did a good job. Mm, I did a really good job, Joseph.
Hmm.
I'm patting myself. I'm patting myself on the back right now. I'm really patting myself on the back
What you giving it to me for?
because I thought you wanted to eat something.
Child, you done ate all the meat out and gonna give me
No, I
vegetables.
haven't. There's still meat in there.
I don't do vegetables like you, honey. I just want the meat
Mm-hmm.
or a
It's still
potato.
no. It's still meat in there. Oh my god. You don't see the meat?
Yeah, I see a little scrap.
Mm-hmm. Save me one of the potatoes, child. It's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I give myself my props.
There's only one for me. There's only one thing that would make this better.
What's that?
You need to put some water and flour in here to make this juice a little thicker.
Make it thick.
Yeah.
Um, I'll take some and put it in a separate pot
Mm-hmm.
and do that. And you know what's even better? I got buttermilk biscuits. No, how did that happen? Child. The whole camera came down. I got buttermilk biscuits. So we got buttermilk biscuits to go with this meal tomorrow too.
Related to that.
I mean, in the morning. I mean, in the afternoon or the evening, whenever we decide to eat. Um, yeah. Um, oh my God, that was good. I'm like almost upset that we finished the sample plate, Joseph.
Hmm.
I'm like almost mad.
I want some coffee.
Well, you made coffee. I thought you was gonna get us a
I'm
cup
too
of coffee.
lazy to get up and go get it. Shit.
Yeah. Mm. Oh my God.
Let me take some of this trash you got all over the place with.
Hold up, I want you to take this with you. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. I'm almost done. Hold on. I'm going nowhere. Mm. Y'all, the sample plate. Mm, 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 mm. The sample plate is done. I'm sad to say.
You said to say what?
Because the sample plate is done. Mm.
Hold it. Hold it.
Okay, you're going to get our coffee. There you go. The sample plate is done. And I'm mad about it.
Give me that cup that the banana pudding is in.
Which one?
Your little spring roll, your little cup with it. Because you ain't eating no more of this.
Don't, no, leave that. Because I'm going to finish that.
Give me that. You cup. The banana pudding cup.
Yeah. You can leave that. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, God, how long have we been on here? We've been on here for a while, Joe, now. I've been on here for a little while now. Ooh. Been on here for a while. But it's okay. I'm enjoying spending time with you guys. I really am. I'm enjoying spending time with you guys and you getting to know me and me getting to know you. This is my up close and personal um, side of the McCray Kingdom. So, yes, impressed by Steph. And let me tell you something. That was my out. You know, I'm a musician. So, growing up, I growing up, you know, please don't get me wrong. I love God, but growing up, I spent a lot of time at church. You know, you know, playing the organ, and playing the piano. That's my
This stuff ain't washed.
that's my
It's dirty.
what
Everything in this washing machine.
in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Is there a dish tablet in there?
Yeah, and it's still there.
Oh, I must not have turned the dishwasher on. It's okay, turn the dishwasher on. But impressed by stuff. That was my out. I had an out. You know, I would be at church, playing the organ. That's my. Um, I'm a musician, so you know, I played. I grew up playing keyboard. I grew up playing organ. I grew up playing at church, playing the organ at church. So that was my out. You know, that was a way of me dealing with what was going on at home. Yes. And so music has always been my life. Music has always been my life. Like, you know, if somebody said to me, Tramel, I need you to create a playlist of music for me, I can create a beautiful playlist for you If I created a playlist for you, you'd be like, oh my God, it will blow your mind. It will blow your mind because even now, I don't know where they are, but my headphones are somewhere. Even now, music it is a part of my book. It's a part of my journey. I love music. I love music. I listen to music all the time. I listen to it when I'm in dialysis. I listen to it in just about everything. And the music that I do listen to, it does relate to my life. It's the storybook of my life. It relates to, my life. Like, for instance, um, I used to, I was a musician for Erica Badu at one time. So I love Erica Badu's music. And I've had the privilege of hearing some of her music both personally and both publicly, music that I had to play. Um, if you go onto YouTube, Erica Badu did a version of Other Side of the Game. I don't know if you know her song. Erica Badu has a song on her first album called Other Side of the Game. If you listen to the version that she has on her album, you'll like that. But if you listen to the version that she has on YouTube, you'll really love that song. You'll really understand, why she wrote it and what it means. You'll understand the meaning to it and you can relate to it, you know, because she talks about, you know, she tells a story. She tells a story. Um, and so, uh, um, that's what music does. Music tells a story. Music tells the story of maybe something happy, something sad. It may tell the story of something that's going on in your life. Music tells a story, and music has a story to tell. And so, music was always my out. Thank you so much, babe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh God, that coffee it smells amazing. Here you go. Coffee. Music. Music tells a story. Can you stay over there? Where? Yeah. Music tells a story. And music has always told my story. I'm a writer. I've written some songs that you guys have probably heard and don't even realize it. And I played on some songs that are both um, popular uh, and in mainstream hip hop culture, and hip hop and R&B culture. And I've sang some very uh, um, I've sang some background on some songs that are both are in hip hop culture, hip hop and R&B culture. So yes, music is like the soundtrack to my life. I know exactly what you mean. Impressed by self. Impressed by self. We must be spirit. Sisters and brothers, or we may be spirit animals. Because I can relate to a lot of stuff that you have endured. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you were not feeling well. Impressed by Steph. Good morning, Pamela.
She know.
Yes. Pamela McElvin.
Mhm.
Pamela McElvin is new.
I've never seen her in the chat before.
Okay. Well, we have a lot of people that are joining us for the first time.
I know when I was on the phone, I was saying hello to them, welcome.
Yeah, we have a lot of people that are joining us for the first time to this morning. Good morning to those of you again that are joining us for the first time. For those of you that don't know who I am His Majesty, Tremel McCray. Those are my pronouns. Him, his, and His Majesty. So it's not a delusion of grandeur that I call myself His Majesty. That's just one of my pronouns, and that is my name. His Majesty. I am His Majesty, Tremel McCray. I am one half of the McCray Kings. Joseph McCray is my husband. He goes by Joseph. He does not like to, well, it's not that he does not like to. He doesn't
I'll go
go.
by King Joseph.
He
When
goes.
we out and doing
He goes by.
events.
He goes professionally. He refers to himself as King Joseph when we're out and about. But under normal circumstances, he's just Joseph. Um, and we are together the McCray Kings.
Or if you
But
see me do a Joseph rant, it's gonna be it's your boy Jojo McCray.
yeah, so for those of you that do not know us, we are the McCray Kings. I am just one half of the McCray Kings. This is late night and early mornings, and we'd like to welcome you to. I'd like to welcome you to late nights and early mornings. This is me, raw, uncut. Without all the bells and whistles, no hair, no makeup, no teeth, and raw and uncut. You know, like I told him, I said, Joseph, I said, you would never see me smoke a cigarette
Online.
on up close and personal. You will never see me smoke a cigarette on Pillow Talk. You will never see me smoke a cigarette during Coffee with the Kings. But I am smoking a cigarette now because this is late night and early mornings. And I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I'm keeping it real with y'all. I'm keeping it like 100. So those of you that want to see me real and 100, this is the time to see me 100. There's no judgments here. This is a safe space. And feel free to ask any questions that you like. Feel free to make any comments um, um, that you like. Okay, Pamela said that she um, started watching us when you were in the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, she said she started watching us when you were in the hospital. So
Well, still welcome to the chat.
welcome, Pamela McElvin, and we'd like to make everybody feel welcome. If you are a new subscriber, please make sure that you hit the like button, and please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. I'm not going to be before you too much longer. I'm going to have my coffee, and I'll probably lay down for about an hour or two before I get up. I know that you are going to make us some breakfast this morning.
I am.
And you're going to make us some pancakes.
I am.
And I want you to record that. Also want to ask, can you make some potato salad today? I'll be more than happy to peel the potatoes and put them off for you so you can make them.
Relish.
Just a small.
We need mustard and relish.
Just a small,
That's fine.
container.
We need mustard and relish.
Okay, well I can get that. Just a small container of potato salad. I was raving about your potato salad, and I think it would be perfect for this meal. So, I'm asking you, can you make some?
I don't care.
Um, so, yay. Joseph is going to make his potato salad today. And, I'm going to try to convince him to let me video him making it because it is his own personal recipe.
I don't mind.
I don't know if he's going to share it.
But it's that one particular thing I'm going to use is not what I normally use,
Mhm.
but I'll show you how to get it the way you need to have it.
Okay. So he is going to share his recipe, and I'll record that for you guys. So for you guys that want to go into your kitchen and make Joseph's famous potato salad, you'll be able to do so. Mm. Um, like I said, I'm not going to be before you much longer. I just want to make a few quick announcements to you. I want to let you. I first want to again thank you for joining me for late nights and early mornings. And I can't give you a schedule as to when late nights and early mornings will air, because it will air when I feel like airing it. AMNB.
Yes,
Hey, AMNB.
yes, that's my
Um,
girl.
um, Thank you so much. Love you too. Love you too. It's not both of us. It may or may not be both of us all the time for late nights and early mornings. You may see Joseph do late night and early mornings, and me not even be here. But it is the only rule of late night and early mornings is it's us raw, uncut, no makeup, no bells and whistles, no special effects, no green screens, no nothing, just
Us.
whatever, you know. Um, I like to please, and you can call this begging if you want to, and you can look at it as a negative if you want to. If you decide to do so, then so be it. But we do need your financial support desperately. We need your financial support. So for those of you
Tap yourself.
that can give us your financial support by sending us a cash app, please feel free to do so. Our Cash App is located right below me to my to
The left.
your right. Your right, my left. Um, please consider sending us a donation via Cash App. You can send $5, $10, $20. You can send $2. I think the lowest amount you can send is $2.
What, on the
But
cash app?
on a
A
Cash App,
dollar.
$1. The lowest you can send on a Cash App is $1. So even if you send us $1, know that that is support enough. But we do and we are in need of your financial help, simply because our channel is growing. And every single donation that you send us goes back into our channel. Like for, our cooking shows, I go to the grocery store and I take the monies that you guys send us and I buy groceries, you know. Otherwise, I pay our bills, our responsibilities. Like, for instance, the platform that I'm speaking to you on is StreamYard, and it costs $40 a month to run StreamYard. So I pay for that. That comes out of our pockets if you do not send us financial help. I pay the bills with it. I pay our internet bill, which is $100 a month. So that's why I asked for donations. I had a content creator say to me that I shouldn't ask you guys for donations, but I feel like, you know, how are you to know that I need it if I don't ask for it? You
And
know,
it's not like it's a forced thing. It's not like I'm sitting be saying, well, if you don't give us nothing, don't come back. We never would do that. Ever.
right. I'm not begging for money to line my pockets. I get, a monthly
Disability check.
disability check that pays my bills, such as my rent and my car payment.
and my for my gas and for all my other
Dr. Bills.
personal things that I pay for, such as medication and doctor bills and things like that. I get a monthly check for that. So I'm not asking you guys for money to line my pockets. I'm asking you for money to help us, the McCray Kings, to help our platform grow larger than what it is. So we can bring the message that we have not only to you guys, but to the very, very large masses. And so that we can, so more subscribers will watch us. Uh, you know, um, please, so please,
If you can.
if you can, um,
If not, hell, continue to watch us and enjoy.
oh really, AMNB, they just demonetized you, YouTube? Oh, I'd like to hear that story. Send me an email. But anyway, I'm asking for your donations so that we can do and get the necessary things that we need to get to help our channel grow, because we want to bring our message to the masses. YouTube does not pay us a large sum of money on a monthly basis to bring you these videos. A lot of people, and I know that's why a lot of people don't. I know that's why a lot of people don't donate to a lot of content creators, because they think that we get paid by YouTube, and they think we get paid a large amount of money by YouTube.
Some do.
Trust me when I tell you, the amount that YouTube pays us is less than $100 a month. It's less than $100 this month. As a matter of fact, we didn't even get a YouTube check this month because we didn't reach our monthly threshold, which is $100. You have to reach $100 threshold in order for you, meaning that your videos have to make at least $100 in order for you to get a check from YouTube. We didn't even get a YouTube check this month.
You got to be like,
We didn't even make a YouTube check this month. We didn't even get one. YouTube checks usually come out on the 20th of every month, and you have to reach $100 threshold by before the 20th of the month in order to get a check. By the 21st.
and that's why we ask you to share our videos and tell a friend to watch, because the more people that watch, the more.
Yeah, the more of you that watch, the more our video is shared by people, the more money that we will make from YouTube. But guys, we're not making a big phenomenal amount of money from YouTube, and I know a lot of people don't donate to us financially because they think, oh well, they get a check from YouTube every month, so they don't need our cash donations. We don't always get a cash donation from YouTube because we don't reach the threshold. We didn't reach our threshold this month, our $100 threshold this month, and so we were not eligible, or we didn't qualify to get a check. So we do need your financial backing to help our channel grow. Okay, so that's why I'm asking you for this money. Again, I had a content creator that told me that I should never ask people for money. I should never beg for money or anything like that. And I'm not. I'm not begging for money. I'm just asking for those of you that can donate, donate. For those of you that are not able to donate, your presence here, your presence here is support enough, because, like I said, the more of you that watch our videos, the bigger, and it determines what type of YouTube check
we will get. Okay. Um, Also, you can support the McRae Kings by going over to the McRae Kings boutique and purchasing our McRae Kings merchandise. So do that as well. The link to the boutique will be in the comment section of this video and all of our videos. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please, by all means, send us an email to our email, which is themccraekings@gmail.com. Okay. I'd like to thank you again for joining me for late night and early mornings. Please join us weeknights for pillow talk at 10:35. Weeknights and weekends. And join us for coffee with the Kings, as well as cooking with the Kings. With all that being said, guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to enjoy. I'm about to go and enjoy this amazing cup of coffee that my husband made for me, and I'm probably going to lay down for a couple of hours, and I will be with you later on this afternoon with Cooking with the Kings, and you may get a video this morning because, like I said, Joseph is going to make breakfast, which I'm most excited about because he's making pancakes. I'm going to make some bacon. He's going to make some of his famous pancakes. Joseph makes some of the best pancakes in the world, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to go and take it down for a couple of hours, maybe an hour or two, and I will talk to you guys later on today. Thank you again for joining me for late nights and early mornings. The sample plate was amazing, Joseph. And
If nobody tell you they love you today, know that Tramel and I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
That's right.
Always remember to walk in love, peace, sunshine, happiness, all those great and wonderful things. And if you're new, then you don't know this. But if you're not new, you already know. That's Team McCray.
All damn day.
See you later, guys.
Talk to you guys later on today. Bye bye.